Hey guys, it's Dr. Kirby here and we're back with another video. Yes, you can hear the mic quality again. We are back at home. I just got back from the hotel after 2 days of staying there because of, the electrical issues in the, place that I stay in. So now we are going to be doing a guide on Kaisa. Now this is the third time recording this because my mic wasn't on. So, please bear with me. um, so yeah. This was requested, or this not requested, I suggested this to a Twitter user of like how to play Kaisa in general so they get better at it, and this is the guide for me, considering I reached Diamond 4, with some dabbling in ADC, so there's that. That's coming from a support main, and yeah, and it's also Kaisa's new release skin for Star Guardian. So with that being said, let's get on with this build video. Gameplay video. If you guys are wondering what the build is, it's all from wildrift.com, and the build is created by @itstewart of Wildrift fame and TFT fame, who is a caster. So refers to those builds on wildrift.com, but also the top 1 builds are also good enough, but make sure you know what they're doing when you're taking those top 1 builds. Anyway, let's go. So I met this duo. This is a person I met while playing, and he said, "Can I support?" So I was like, "Okay, sure." So I can finally get my chance to shine in the ADC lane. You can see I'm just bobbing and weaving my auto attacks over here. Now the thing with being an ADC is it's really hard to focus on farming, and also just getting through it. As you can see here, Thresh chose a hook over there, and then I took that with my first skill and managed to catch him out, and we got the first blood. Now the laning phase is pretty boring, to be honest with you. So what I would do is farm, right, but also keep in mind your distance. You're gonna see this a lot with the enemy ADC of distance. Okay, so my idea is, look at the distance between me and this Thresh. Okay, I'm overstepping it a bit because I'm moving forward, but look how kind of close we are, and look how kind of far they are. And okay, so we killed that Jhin, and then I died because, as you can see, I would have lived this scenario if the minions didn't see me, because Ignite has vision, true vision. That thing, like those 2 eyes, they can see me, so that means I'm immediately focused on. If there wasn't Ignite there, and if it wasn't warded, I could have gotten away with it, but I died. So again, distance. Throughout the laning phase, you'll see how the distance between me and my support are. Make sure you're always at the back line near your support, or to the side. My advice is to figure out that tether link with your support. You have to figure out what's the range, the max range of your auto attack with your AD support. So for example, if my range is around 500, that max attack range, you can also see your attack range by clicking your auto attack, and you can see the circle. Be in range with that, because as you can see here, we can react well to scenarios while I'm still being safe distance. So make sure you make use of that here. Knowing that I'm in low health and Thresh is healthy, I can still play it and not recall. Usually if you recall, you're kind of losing out on your farm, and they might push your lane forward. So there we go. And this Thresh also knows how to do abilities. He hooked that minion and still took advantage of the fight over here. As you can see, he took most of the damage and I didn't. It's a succeed engage. Not succeed. You knew it was a successful engage and all-in when your abilities, when you're healthy and he's not. Why did I say abilities? Sorry guys, this is the 3rd time recording this because the mic was bad. Now I'm back with the Blue Yeti mic. So I know what you're thinking. Why are you building Muramana with the Clawfield's Hammer and the Tear of the Goddess? I wasn't, because there was a point in this video gameplay where I paused and I said, oh, let's do something else. What if this isn't right? So I went to wildriftfire.com. That's why I keep referring to wildriftfire.com. That's why also you didn't see a pop-up of the build, which I always do when I experiment on my builds. If you're new to my channel, that's what I always do. I always put the build in the beginning of the video. But considering this is a wildriftfire.com video, build, I decided to not do that, also because I'm lazy. So yeah. I do know some items though. Let's talk about Phantom Dancer, which is your first item in this scenario. Phantom Dancer is a very good, it's kind of like a lethal tempo item. It gives you also the good stats. Oh, pause the damn video. Another tip that I forgot to mention is knowing your champions, knowing your champion knowledge with the champions. Considering this is a Rakan and a Jhin, I know that if you can't see a Rakan, they're definitely gonna engage in you. But thank goodness this Rakan is bad, because he could have taken advantage of my distance. So I'm obviously, he's hovering around the thing here. A good Rakan would track my movement and predict where I'm gonna be, and they'll jump. If the Rakan thinks I moved back, he moved back. I'm in the bush. He could have just waited for a few seconds and then see me and then do it, but he didn't. He predicted for me to be in the back. He think I'll move back, and maybe that's why I think that he's gonna think that. So I moved forward to the bush. So it's a 50-50. You think, is he gonna read you and he thinks you're gonna move back? So what I did was counter idea that and move forward, and then he missed. So yeah. So now we're just poking. See, look at the distance between me and my support. We were always backing off. See, look at that link. You see that link? It's a perfect, like, I've noticed that in when I was watching this gameplay, I noticed that like we're always like in this like link. It's like green, and then if you move forward a bit, it turns a little yellow, and then if you move far, it's red, you know? You have to let your support take all the damage for you, and then you fight. As you can see here, we flopped up engage because of the the Jhin trap. But look, we're still pushing it. I hear my second skill there, but it missed. Now there's a Jhin ultimate there. Sorry, my English. I'm gonna let you guys watch this play, and we'll discuss it. We'll repeat it. So yeah, you know, we're vibing here. Jhin used his ultimate. Obviously, I'm getting good at dodging Jhin ultimates. This Rakan, I don't know what he did there. And you might be thinking, oh no, I'm dead. Watch the minions. I ulted. Boom. Dead. Now let's read it. What did I do there? So scenario 1, Jhin ulted. I would have never ulted. I would never protect this Thresh because I'm more squishier and he's a bit more tankier. If I took this, I would have died. We both would have died. If he hit like if he hits 2 shots and he hits 2 shots on Thresh, we both died. But look, I didn't protect him because I didn't want that to happen. So now, look at the distance again. Where's Jhin? Where's Rakan? Where's the minion wave? I have the advantage because minions are pretty strong in the laning phase. So my damage plus the minions damage is adding up. So you can see that. And this Rakan had the mistake. He could have third skilled to Jhin and then second skill to me when he's in safe distance. Because if I move forward, and he didn't. He second skilled immediately without thinking. I flashed that, thankfully. And look, I had my ultimate. Look how low they are. Who wins this? They're both on my minion wave. And I have my ultimate. Of course I'm gonna win that. So you can see the minions started aggroing me, but that doesn't change anything because I had my first skill. So yeah, that's all these little itty bitty details, you know, like when it comes to fighting, you really have to make that into consideration. You have to think ahead. I always think ahead, even in the support there. I didn't think ahead of this though. So yeah, that's how it is, girly pop. So now I evolved did I evolve my first skill? I think I evolved my first skill. I evolved my first skill because I like the added missiles. Pop-offs this. Once again, your max order is first skill, third skill, then second skill. And then your evolve order is the same. First skill, third skill, and second skill. If you're going for a more AP Kaisa, like what? Archangel Staff and all that, do second skill, then first, then third skill maybe. Yeah, I think third skill is still good to max second on the AP build. I get caught here because I wasn't with my ADC, unfortunately. So we're gonna skip the time. I got my Furor boots. If you're AP Kaisa, the boots of mana would do well. This got buffed actually, this hatch. So you gotta keep an eye on it. A lot of lifesteal champions will benefit from this, like Samira, and also be mindful of it. Again, this Rakan is not with his ADC. He's getting caught off guard because he's always not there with the ADC. You know, if both of you were together, at least you guys can make a fight. Okay, I use my ultimate there. Sometimes you might risk it for the biscuit, but look how tanky Thresh is. And also, don't forget about what's this? The Glacial Augment. See, I'm having memory gap because I recorded this the 3rd time. Glacial Augment is really good because I think there's a chance where it damage reductions the abilities that are coming towards you, or like being hit. You're getting hit from. There we go. So that's why Thresh lives, because of that. And I got the double kill. And he was impressed by me, this support. And I just met him. I literally just met the person. I met the person. From a random game. That if you want tips on how to find a good, like, if they vibe with you in the chat, in my case, I was just being a whore or something like that, and they clicked with me and they vibe with me, they would like, probably join you. And make sure when after the match you click on that play with them, like the plus button at the end of like a match, click that. Then hopefully you they accepted it, or add them as a friend. Sometimes they don't accept strangers. They don't accept strangers from invites, or they don't add you from requests. So make sure you guys do your strategies. And it's a lot of work, to be honest. Usually just play and go. But I'm like, let me observe this player. Is he good? Okay, let's invite him like that. I met like 5 friends today. Met 5 people today because of that strategy, So yeah. With the Rift Herald being in my lane, I decided to maybe push it to the edge there. The Edge of Glory turret. Because, it's a waste. We don't want to... Girl, I don't want Rift Herald to waste, honey. But rather than pushing, I took out all these wards because I'm a support girl, I could have... Pause. I could have initiated here because I had my ultimate, but I didn't. Because I don't know where the Rakan is. Make sure you know your surroundings and where the ADC is. Look at the map. Not ADC. The support. Look at the map. As you can see, Rakan is my ass over here. He leaped. I flashed again. He's not going to do it the next time. I was really focused down here. Now I did an ult here because look how healthy the enemy team is and look how healthy I am. Just because your support is healthy doesn't mean you're gonna take the fight. But I made a mistake here. See that lantern? I took it. Look what Jin had. Jin had a 4th shot and he auto attacked me and he got the collector prop. That was wrong. The tip I would give here is check the scoreboard for items. If you're fighting someone, check the items because they might counter you. If you're a Samira, if they have anti-heal, you can see it from the yellow heart with an X. They're countering you. Check always, because I feel like you can become more confident if you're fighting. What's that word? You can become more confident in fights when you know what items they're gonna have. Capiche. Okay, let's see. I evolved my 3rd skill over here. You can see. Now I'm just taking farm because I'm like, okay, I need money. I'm fine, I'm doable. I could have been at that fight over there. As you can see, I'm rushing. I ignored that last minute. I'm like, screw this. That's okay. He made a mistake. Another thing, that Rakan initiated knowing his team was not there. But before I mention that, another flaw that I have as an ADC player is farming. Not a farmer girl. Because I'm a support main, done. So Rakan is hovering. Look at the map. He's hovering there. He initiated knowing we're all here and he missed. He only hit the Thresh. But Thresh is tanky, so he might not really die that quick in a different scenario. So we had the advantage there because we were all huddled up. I ulted here to get rid of that slow because, I might not reach up to them. So I ulted. And I'm also near the range of my Malphite anyway, so at least I have the advantage there. So yeah. Now we're pushing. Also, I'm glad I'm back with this mic, girl. I had to re-record this the 3rd time because it flopped. Okay, I'm the one pinging that. My support mind's like, okay, but you have to do the objectives. Always do your objectives, no matter what. No matter what lane you are. Be mindful when the timer is coming. When it's 45 seconds to the objective, when you see that on your chat, just do it. That's how you win these games, you know. You wouldn't be surprised on how much games I've won because of just taking objectives. It's not that hard. And you can also invest on like a ward that's free. You don't have to spend money on a ward. Just switch up to your pink ward. Another tip when it comes to like objective taking, whatever's coming up, place a pink ward there. Because if you're on time with the objective and they're doing it, let me pause this fight. If you're on time with an objective and they're doing it, and they place like a control ward, I mean like a yellow ward, like a normal ward, it will block it. If you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure you know this, but if you have a pink ward and they placed a yellow ward, it blocks it. You can't see vision. So that means you're just wasting vision. Their vision timers. And yeah, they won't have anything for the next fight. And also this connects with other wards as well. This will be the same cooldown for the Oracle Lens or the Sweeper, and then the pink ward. So yeah, be mindful of it, bro. Look at me being mindful. The jukes, I should say. Look at the jukes of the abilities. Make sure you know the jukes because I don't know why I ulted there. I think for style points. I ulted there for style points. I don't know why. Remember when you have champion abilities like a Lux Q or Morgana Q? Move left and right. Don't move backwards and forwards. Left and right always. This is also a Valorant tip. Strafe left and right because it's skill shot is one direction boy band, you know. One direction boy band. So make sure you move left and right, and you can naturally find the sense to it, you know. You can also tell, especially in the laning phase when a Lux is about to throw her first skill, you can really read it. So, you know, just be mindful of that. Again, not me taking the wolves. What is this? Mobile Legends? Okay, this Caitlyn is popping off, Mary. Also, at the mid to late game point, don't be afraid to take the red buff. It'll benefit for you more greatly. I feel sorry for that Vladimir. They didn't know what they were doing, and they're from a team, you know, like a team, the Facebook group team. If you're Filipino, you know what I'm talking about. You probably have a team like that, you know. His username was, we need to talk about this play, honey. Let's talk about that. Considering I'm healthy, I made that pull. And because Jin was kind of squishy and I'm kind of ahead on items. So what I did here is my auto attack already critted. So when I saw it, I'm like, we're gonna pop off, girl. He's gonna flash this, I think. No, he didn't. And I just dashed forward behind him. I'm kind of confused with Kai'Sa ultimate. So, you know, there's moments where I kind of like effed up my positioning. So considering Kai'Sa dashes behind you, I did this. And I got hit by the Rakan knockup, but I managed to flash in the nick of time. That was such a play though. And I managed to kill the Rakan as well. I love doing that Swain emote, girl, because my hair... I'm gonna recall, let's skip this. So now I bought my shield bow. Shield bow will come in, you will see it. When you're low health, I'm gonna mention about shield bow. When you're low health and your shield bow procs, and then you have your ultimate, that's kind of like a big shield, thick shield, Dr. Kirby shield. So that's why it's a good item. I don't know if this is a nerfed item. It's been nerfed, but I think so many items are nerfed to the point where the shield of this is coming in handy, and I don't think the nerfs were that bad now. As you can see, I'm distancing myself from abilities. Let's see it. So I'm behind my Urgot. Look how far I am being. That Rakan charmed me to move forward, but I'm really trying to move myself at a distance. For example, if they're taking the fight, be in your auto attack range, your max auto attack range, and start fighting. Because, you know, you don't want to die, and there's two tanky people in front of you. Let them take the damage. You know what I mean? Trying to find the snipe moment here. This is a mistake for me. I moved a bit too forward, so I moved back a bit. And as you can see, I'm auto attacking here. This was dumb for me. That was dumb. That was dumb. I could have just ulted. I'd ult. But the thing is, think about it. He would have second skilled me and knocked me up, so... It's... Okay, let's see. We're just trying to push the wave, girl. And we recall. Oh, that's me pinging it. That's me pinging the objective. You know me. Okay, there's an ultimate there coming. Good look. Shout out to this. Shout out to this Urgot for taking it for me. Now I would have not ulted there. You see that mark? You're tempted to hit the mark. Don't hit the mark. Your team is not there. There's 4 people. You're gonna get gangbanged. You know. Yeah. What your health is kind of like a sign of, you know, when to go in and when to go out. Okay, that guy was dumb. That guy was dumb. I'm so sorry for that. Let's talk about it. He initiated knowing he's in our tower. And look where he initiated. He initiated to the path of the red jungle. No one was there. No one is there. No one's following up there. The Jhin was not there with the Rakan. So what I did, I ulted like yeet. I literally yeeted. Now he's dead. Over here. And now he followed up to, why did you go back? You could have just moved backwards. If there was no minions, but at least confusing. You see how frustrated I am from this, you know. Now I'm gonna recall, and I think I'm gonna buy my BF sword and my cloak because we're gonna do Infinity Edge next. Now Infinity Edge is kind of like the sprinkle on the top. You have your 2 core items and then you top it off with big damage like an IE. Girl, that's good. I did this also my Tristana build when I played. The match before this I played Tristana, and let me say she's been popping up. She did like 800 damage per auto attack, which was a little crazy. And she even had Lethal Tempo. She didn't even have Conqueror. But Lethal Tempo is good on Tristana because you get more range. Your range plus their the max range of that thing. Do you gain max range on Lethal Tempo at max stack? Could be that. I'm confused. But you also get the max auto attack speed. No, that's rapid fire. I'm thinking of a rapid fire. Lethal Tempo gives you that attack speed that will be perfect with your first skill. You know, like the attack speed steroid. Okay, we're not doing a Tristana build, but you get the idea, right? Looks like there's an initiation happening here. Obviously, I'm trying my best to hide so I don't get caught. You know, this fight was a little messy on my part. Yeah, Rakan got us all. Look at that. That was the ultimate shield and the bow shield combined. Try my best to dodge that though. Shout out to that Urgot who was dodging them shots for me, but unfortunately I got killed by Mr. Jhin. Now this is the end of the match because as you can see, look at the minions. Look at my mouse. Look at the minions on the bottom side lane. They're pushing, and then you know, you can say this was a win-yins, girl. Win-yins. Okay, that was the match. This video is a little longer than the second recording. It was 20 minutes, but you know, I added some little detail pauses over there so you guys can get an idea of like what mindset I have. It's important to know what players are having in their mindsets when they take fights, because you can kind of learn and adapt to it, and you yourself, when you get better, you can adapt and, you know, read the room basically. So these were the stats. You can see my face, Kaisa's covered face. The Muramana was there. That's not necessary, but you know, that was the wrong build. Got my shield bow, got my phantom dancer, got my IE. I didn't build an enchant on my boots, but if I were to build something, maybe Quicksilver enchant or Zonya's, or even Rocket Belt would be good for more mobility, to be honest. Random, but it kind of works. So yeah, there's that. The Veigar was AFK. Well, that's what he gets for playing Veigar in the freaking Baron. It works, but again, adapt your build. I did more damage in general. Surprisingly, Malphite did more damage in AD compared to Urgot and Caitlyn. Look, 18k plus 12k, that's a lot. He did 12k magic damage too. I did 24k, so you know, I was the crazy one. And I had a 58% assist rate, which, you know, support era, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, like it. If you don't, dislike. Make you guys subscribe, notification before I never upload a new video. I am a VTuber who does, you know, content on, you know, mostly right stuff. But, you know, I'm planning to, I mean, I am trying to, you know, flex up and adapt to other things and other games. Join my Discord, link in the description below. Donate to my PayPal if you want to support the channel in the long run. Like I said, I'm not monetized yet, so any type of monetization could help me get into doing this full time as a content creator in gaming, or even maybe work in the gaming industry in the future. Join my follow me on Twitter at Dr. Curvy underscore YT, and follow me on Twitch at Dr. Curvy TV, or whenever I stream. Also, my Twitter is really fun. If you came from Twitter, and if you follow me on Twitter and then you saw my YouTube, crazy. So yeah, and I'm also on Hinge on Twitter, you know. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching this Kaisa video. I hope that you found it helpful and detailed to whoever's learning Kaisa, and especially me as like a meh person who's not good in ADC but is trying to learn and has some knowledge thanks to the support link. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.